Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA-TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
Hey everybody, happy Monday!
Does it feel like we just left? I feel like we just left.
The weekend flew by.
What
really
happened?
Good. I don't know, but it must have been a good weekend. If it flies by, that means it's good, right?
Sometimes yes.
Most of the time. All right, we are kicking off something special today.
Since spring finally arrived on Friday, we decided it's time for spring cleaning week.
All right, we have been waiting for this for a while. We've been itching to shake off the very bizarre winter that we've been having, and no surface, no space, no nook, no cranny will be left unchecked by the end of this week.
This feels very intense.
I know, it's gotten more intense, I feel like.
Were you
it's
motivated?
Like training, like
over the weekend? Were you like, oh yeah?
Not really.
No, not at all, okay. But we want to give you a little bit of what we have planned this week because we really are going to tackle it all. We're going to get into that garage. Maybe Frankie's listening because just asked me, we're parking outside again. We are.
Is Frankie watching the show
No,
this
I
morning?
don't know.
All right, a well-known Pittsburgh cleaning company is sharing top trending cleaning products that you need in your home right now.
Daisy is also getting her take on what you need to do for that refresh inside your vehicle. I actually was motivated by this, and for the first time in the history of me driving and in my minivan, I scheduled a car detail.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you vacuumed it. Remember the time you scheduled a car detail and I was the detailer?
Yes, that was fantastic.
I remember all the I never knew Cheez-Its could get in so many little places.
Oh gosh, but you should see what's in there now.
All right, whoever you're scheduled with is probably like checking right now. It says cancel appointment.
Wait, you're going to love this. There is an extra charge for minivans because they know
what's coming.
Into.
They know what's driving in.
It's like sedan, SUV, truck, and then
minivan is a big rig is less expensive than a minivan.
And then there's like a little asterisk like extra charge if very dirty. And I was like, oh gosh, what am I getting myself into?
All right, also we're gonna do the dreaded under the sink situation. We're gonna take care of that and supply storage hacks that actually work. And then something interesting, travel plans.
Yeah, so you may not think that your travel plans need a reset, but we're gonna dig into this because we can even spring clean your travel plans. This one might need a little bit more of an explainer, but we're gonna get it coming up this week and we're excited for it.
All right, it is a jam-packed week, and of course Team PTL is doing something competitive. So we are cleaning out our pantries and fridges, looking for things that have expired. And this was actually was it your idea? No, it was Maria's idea.
It was Maria. Yes, it was. We were trying to find a clever alliteration for it. So I think that she came out with pantry purge, and I came out with fridge something. What was it?
I don't know, but it was fridge something. Anyway, we're looking for the most expired items, and we're going to see who has the oldest thing in their house, because no matter how careful you try to be, this happens. So first up, I am revealing what is in our pantry cupboard. All right, the oldest stuff in our kitchen is probably in this cupboard, so let's see what we find. Box of something off to the side. Cornbread mix, June 13th, 2023.
Ooh.
Best of used by October 2020. Yeah.
That was a pandemic buy.
Yeah, that was the worst.
Wait, and that was a can, which means that you probably bought that like 3 years prior.
No, I don't know. It was way in the back. And Gary said, "Why are you doing this? No one is going to come to our house to eat ever again." And I said, "We don't use those things. Those things are way in the back." But I found two. So we're going to reveal all week, Team PTL. We're going to see who can do worse than me.
And I think that is so relatable too. I mean, honestly, because
you try and still you end up. Yeah.
I know.
All right.
I know.
Hey, we're in the thick of March Madness, and today the PTL versus Talk Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Wing-A-Ding Bracket enters its second round.
You know, I'm really second guessing what we decided to call this.
I like it.
The next round is the 8, the whole plate 8. So we are going to reveal those 8 new spots coming up fully later today. But we're going to give you the first 4 on the PTL side.
Yeah.
And that's coming up in just a bit.
All right, time to talk about our weekends. Hopefully you had a great one. The weather was so gorgeous yesterday.
I know.
Let's begin with your weekend.
Okay, so this was actually on, I think, Thursday. We were very excited because a new Bartram House Bakery opened up in our neighborhood.
I understand why you're excited.
So this is really cool because we have been like we have a little main street in our neighborhood. And so we had a juice place there before, which a lot of people loved, but now we have this little coffee shop / bakery and Bartram House. As you know, they made our Turkey Fun cookies a number of years back.
I love Bartram House.
So there's Rocco. They have like 6 flavors of ice cream.
I was going to say he's got a little ice cream mustache.
And I love the blue boxes that they give you. It almost feels like Tiffany's.
Tiffany.
Right? That's exactly what I thought.
Light blue boxes, that's always a good thing.
So I got their cinnamon roll, and Frankie got their 5-layer bar, not a 7-layer bar, but a 5-layer bar, and he said it was amazing. The kids have been there every single day to get ice cream, or they love macarons. Is that how you know, the fancy cookies?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good. They're doing their part to help the economy.
And then we did a little bit of shopping because we are about to take our voyage to Florida to see all of the family who decided they want warmth. So we'll be visiting.
They've migrated south. Yes.
My aunt, who is now a snowbird, is down there. So we're going to go visit with her, and we're going to go visit Frankie's dad and his mom. So it's like a whole round trip of Florida. So we realized that the kids don't have any warm weather clothes. Like, they've all grown out of their stuff. So that was at a shoe store. They needed new shoes. They need new summer clothes. So we did a little bit of shopping this weekend.
Time to get ready, yeah.
And then last but not least, yesterday was beautiful. So Rocco and I were sitting outside. He got a Lego set, which he proceeded to watch me build. And he's like, "Are you done yet? Are you done yet?" And
I like how Rocco rolls.
He wants to play with the pieces. And here's the thing. This is actually great bonding for both of us because I truly enjoy building the Lego. So I got my iced tea and I sat outside in the sun. He was in the shade and I was like, let's do it.
You know what? As an adult, I still love Legos.
Legos are great.
Yeah. They're just fun. It's therapeutic.
And how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. It kind of flew by. I want to mention this. We did a toast to my parents because both of their birthdays would have been this weekend. My dad's was on Friday. My mom's was yesterday. He would have been 85. She would have been 92.
Wow.
Which just, I don't know, that blows my mind. But, you know, every day on the way into work at 3:15 in the morning, my habit is to say what I'm grateful for. And I always thank God for my parents. What a blessing they have been and had been in my life and are still a blessing in my life. So anyway, happy birthday to both of them.
Oh, David.
And then I want to share this because this went the other direction. On Saturday, I started doing the wash.
Oh, right.
And,
you told
and
me.
so it fills up with water. And there's no shame in this because this is a 25-year-old Maytag.
25-year-old.
We think it's about 25 years old.
Wow.
And it has gone forever, but it filled up and then boom, quit. Like at that point, it said it was done. So I went and I found a repair person that would come on Saturday. I was like, we cannot fool around. We need to get this fixed. And so they came in and they said, it's going to cost $300 to get it fixed. So we decided at this point that I think we're going to get a new washer. Our dryer isn't as old and it's working, but Gary wants to get 2 new ones because he said, well, it's already old. We might as well get 2. And he wants like pretty red ones. And I'm like, well, who do we take into the laundry room? Like, it's not like we're going to have people over for cocktails and say, I know, let's go down and look at let's do some laundry, everybody.
Well, look, we got new washers and washer and dryer when we moved into our new house. And and we got like a pretty blue, like this color. And there's something about it, like
it puts you in a better frame of mind.
When you're doing laundry.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
But you don't invite, like I've been over, you've never said, hey, let's go see the washer.
I don't love my laundry room yet. I have to.
Later on, I might get an invitation.
Oh yeah, like I have plans for the laundry room. I just haven't tackled the space yet.
Okay. All right, well, then I look forward to it. I don't know what we're going to end up buying, but we're on the prowl for something. Red, apparently.
Got it.
All right. Hey, we enjoyed the beautiful weather on Walnut Street in Shadyside yesterday.
Oh, how nice.
We ate at Cappy's, an old standby there, and then we went I had a salmon sandwich.
Oh, I was wondering why it was square. I was like, what is square? Is that a tofu burger? I wasn't sure what you were eating.
But there's Cappy's, and there's Walnut Street was bustling. It really was
great.
yesterday. Everybody out enjoying the weather. And then we went dining room chair shopping.
Ooh.
Yeah. So we were going to get a whole new dining room table. Now we're just settling on the chairs because literally our old chairs are broken. We're down to 4 of 8. So I have 2 fabric samples here, and I was asking Marvin because they're so similar. One is cream, one is tan, and I could not decide. The chairs that we picked they're wood, but they have a little bit of a gold accent, and so. And I was saying, Marvin, you just pick it, because no one else in this house has any decision-making skills at this point.
I'm going with that one.
You know what? That's the one we went with.
Yeah.
We ordered the tan. The sand is what they called it. Marvin could not decide either, though.
Wait.
I need to call the 1-800 Heather.
Where did you go? Did you go to?
I went to Restoration Hardware.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Do you know, I think my neighbor works there.
Your neighbor works at the one in Ross Park Mall, because I ran into her and she said, you know who's my neighbor, Heather.
Well, but I think that she also, because the Restoration Hardware
I would have asked for her then.
is new, right?
Yes, it's where the Banana Republic used to be.
Does it smell good? I bet it smells so good.
I can't smell you.
They had this couch at one point that was, I think it was called the Cloud, and I wanted it so bad. It was way out of my price range, but woo.
Yeah, some things there are very, very nice.
Okay, so I want to get to this because one of our favorite chefs and influencers around is Ryan Peters behind Peters Pasta. He started a new series and I shared this with you, that's so cool. He's turning sports teams into pasta. And for his 4th one, he did the pens, and it is like, oh, wow.
Yes.
Take a look.
For the filling, I feel like it made sense to chop up a permane sandwich and just throw it in there, so that's what I did. Then I got to work on the details of bringing a Raviolo replica of a Sidney Crosby jersey to life. And I did think about just doing the backside of the jersey just so I wouldn't have to attempt the penguin logo on the front, but I gave it a shot. And I know it's hard to believe, but no, I'm not an artist, but I think it came out halfway decent. Then I got it cooked.
You even imagine?
I think it came out more than halfway decent.
It's incredible.
This is very much he's an artist.
So I went back into his feed because he posts other things outside of this new series that he's doing, and I went back. So again, this is the 4th one that he's done, and this is only the 2nd jersey that he's made. The only other jersey he made was for the New York Yankees.
Yes.
And do you know what it was filled with?
Hot dog.
It was a hot dog.
Oh, real? Oh, it was a hot dog.
He made some sort of.
I don't think I would have liked that.
It was interesting to watch it. I think that he said it tasted good. So, and everything he makes is delicious. But he also did one for the Pirates, but it was more of like a pierogi-inspired dish. And then he did one for the Philadelphia Eagles.
It's always fun to see what he's up to, because he's done these epic kind of challenges and he posts them online. So follow him. But if you went to a restaurant that had the time to make those,
I know. Could you imagine?
Absolutely, people would love that place.
He did not include the length of time it took to create that whole thing.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
curious
precision.
now.
He is totally an artist.
Yeah.
All right, we have so much planned today and all this week. And coming up, what do you get when you mix a runway and a little drama and voices that'll bring down the house? Well, Daisy Jade is live to get a behind-the-scenes look at a fashion show that's as bold as it is unexpected.
And then we're going where most people don't. Those forgotten corners that quietly collect everything. A duo of lady bosses is showing us how to deep clean your least favorite spots using only natural products and things you already have at home.
But first, Patrick the Handyman is taking spring cleaning week down the drain. If your sink's been slow or stubborn, the fix might be easier than you think. We're learning how to keep that water draining coming up next.
Today is Monday, March 23rd. It's National Chip and Dip Day.
Oh.
Is it too early for guac?
Never too early for guac.
Say no. We'll be right back.
Spring cleaning week is officially underway, and we are starting in a spot that most of us try to ignore, the drain.
If your sink is slow, stubborn, or just not draining like it should, chances are it's time for a clean out. Patrick the Handyman is here to walk us through it step by step. We always love to see you. And you built us a drain.
Yes, exactly. So I tried to make it look a little bit realistic. So here we have a P-trap. This is our wall pipe, and this is where your water from your sink is going to drain in, or in our case today, not drain.
Yeah.
So if you are experiencing like a little bit of a slow drain, I mean, is this something you could do proactively? Like, should you be doing this regularly, not when you just have a problem?
No, I would pretty much just do this whenever you do actually have a problem.
Okay.
And now the problem that I created for us today is that I put some flushable wipes, just a pointer. They're not actually flushable, so do not ever actually flush flushable wipes.
Yeah.
We're going to wind up calling you or someone like you to
Exactly.
deal with it. All right, so this is down a kitchen sink, though. Like, so if you have a clog in a sink, do you go to a device like this, or do you try other things first? Like, do you try the liquid plumber and that kind of thing, or is that bad?
I try to stay away from the liquid plumber because it often doesn't actually unclog the clog, and then the next person that ends up sending a snake down ends up getting all of those chemicals on their hands, and it's very toxic. So
I see.
I try to stay away from that and use like the mechanical method of unclogging our drains.
So you brought a snake.
Indeed. So I'm going to let you guys try it today.
Okay.
So what you would do is you would take this off of your connector into your wall. So this is basically where your wall would run. You would pull your wall pipe out. And now you're going to manually pull the end of that. Who wants to give it a shot?
Well, Heather has it in her hands. I think you should go. Yeah. You should give it
So
a
you
try.
pull that end out manually,
I'm
and you'll send it into our drain. And I've simulated kind of a little bend that you might have in a
And
wall.
then I'm just, oh wait, I have to hold the trigger, right?
So you gotta keep pushing it until you actually get to the clog. And sorry, I meant to say you're pulling the actual metal portion
all
of the
the way
snake
out. Okay.
So go ahead and hold this with your left hand, and then with your right hand pull this and shove it into the.
Oh, I'm just
with
gonna
your,
keep
yeah,
on doing.
exactly.
I'm not gonna crank
This
it.
is manual today. You are gonna crank it because what it's gonna do, like a screw. Once you hit our clog, now you're at our clog, and now you can start turning it.
And I can feel the resistance. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because you're not going to be able to see this normally. I mean, you made.
You won't
pipes
exactly.
for us.
I'm just trying to visualize this. You're turning it
The wrong way.
counterclockwise. So
Okay.
it's just like a screw. So you're trying to actually screw into your clog. So see how it's turning?
Oh, I think you got it, Heather.
And now you can pull the snake back out.
Okay.
And well, we didn't actually. Oh, we did kind of. Here, I'm gonna.
So is the
reclog our clog
is the
there.
goal? The goal is to like actually pull it through.
You're trying
You don't
to
wanna push
like
further
screw
in.
it onto what we have clogged, and then once it's screwed on, you're gonna pull what the obstruction is back.
Let's see. I think I got it.
Once you have the hook in the fish's mouth, then you
Exactly.
pull
So
back.
now you can pull it out, and you'll see how our flushable wipes.
Oh, you're doing really well, Heather.
There you go. Look at
Look
that.
at this.
And now you've actually pulled our flushable wipes back out. It normally doesn't look this clean, by the way.
Plumbers
I bet
make
it
good
never
money.
looks that clean. All right, how much does it cost to get a snake like this?
The snake itself is like $60 at Home Depot. You can get them at Lowe's or pretty much any kind of hardware store. Ace has them. So they're really affordable, and they're really something good to have to save you like a huge bill, because you're gonna pay way more than those $60 to have a plumber come and do that for you.
And those things usually happen on like, I don't know, Christmas Eve.
Oh, Thanksgiving, when
you
people
have coming over,
Absolutely,
right,
that's
yes.
totally when it happens. And can you tell us things that clog drains more than anything else? Like, what's something to absolutely not put down the kitchen sink?
So actually, over the weekend, I was at a client's house, Brooks, that he had I didn't actually end up needing to snake it, but it would have turned into a snaking job had it gone further down. But basically, his wife's long hair had gotten stuck in the tub and had completely clogged it. So I turned the water on, and there was like basically nothing draining.
Yeah.
So what happens is your flushable wipes or something, hair, and then just grease and oil from your skin will kind of like slowly like aggregate on those kind of larger obstructions like hair, and then you end up with this big mass of gunk inside of your drain.
Interesting.
But you fixed it.
I did.
All right, we knew you would,
Not our
Patrick.
fault. We
and now Heather
naturally-
can do it too.
We naturally shed, you know?
Well, it's true. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing to do about that.
You can't do
yeah.
anything.
You can put a screen on your
there is
drain in
something
your
you
shower,
can
for
do.
example.
There is
That'll
something.
stop it before it gets into
All
the
right,
pipes.
so,
Thank you,
but Patrick
Patrick.
knows what to do. That's why we have him here.
Okay, Patrick is a regular contributor here on PTL.
And for more info on East End Handyman services, just head to our website. We'll have a link for you right there, so you can buy a little screen.
See, now we know. Still to come, the heat is rising in our wing-a-ding bracket. The Saucy 16 have battled it out, but only 8 can move on. Who's bringing the flavor to the next round? The PTL sign reveal is coming up. Don't miss it.
And up next, Daisy got us a backstage pass to the fashion event of the season. And of course, she's strutting it on the runway. She is live to get a sneak peek at the most dramatic catwalk in the Steel City. That's when PTL comes right back.
Everybody loves a good fashion moment, but when you mix fashion with opera, well, that's a whole other level of drama.
Sure is. Big voices, bold looks, and some seriously iconic costumes will be making their grand debut tonight, as a matter of fact. The Pittsburgh Opera is turning their theater into a full-on runway for their annual fashion show. And guess what? We have a backstage pass.
Daisy Jade is there to get a preview before the models and the music take center stage. And Daisy, we hear you may be walking the runway yourself.
Well, yes, this will be the second time that I have the honor and the privilege of participating in this amazing fashion show. And I do feel like this is the hottest ticket in town because as of now, tickets are sold out. So we're giving you a sneak peek, even if you can't be here, even though there is a waiting list. We'll tell you more about that later. And two of the people that I have beside me are basically some magic makers as part of this show. We have Jacob, who is the costume director, and we have Matthew, who's the artistic coordinator. And I was trying to remember that because that's a little tricky. But, I mean, we're obviously standing here between these two beautiful pieces, Jacob, because this not only mixes kind of like opera fashion, but even current fashion and really spanning over a year of 100 years of fashion, really.
Yes, of course. And I think that's an important thing to remember. What we're trying to do here with opera is timely. Yeah. So trying to take, and fashion is timely, and it goes through different time periods and flows. And so really, we're trying to show, even though some people might feel differently, that opera is still timely and it belongs here in this world. Mixing in some of this kind of Elizabethan look with this kind of punk, modern type of vibe. Where you got the neck collars, you have this kind of mesh underneath with this other, like, mesh overlay with this kind of netting that goes together. Then leaning over, we have like a French farthingale kind of drum with the corsets, another Elizabethan collar, a big kind of French hood headdress, all these different pieces that tie together and really push through the elegance that is opera and fashion together. And there's such a beautiful world that belongs together, really.
Yeah, and fashion.
Oh, yes. And Eon's fashion kind of blends in together. And a lovely part about Richard is he's worked with us in the past designing shows. Like for 27, you're going to actually see a piece worn by Carla Booz, who performed Alice B. And Richard had designed that production for us. So one of those pieces, kind of a vintage opera company, also vintage piece coming through. It's going to be really exciting to get to see. And Richard's been a pleasure to work with, just communicating back and forth with him and our company. It's been a pleasure to always have him with us.
Yeah. But he is the coordinator of the designs here, but owns Eon's Fashion, which many people are familiar with in Shadyside. So again, not only is it incorporating fashion, but you guys really have such a theatrical production, the music, the lighting. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Absolutely. So opera has always used fashion to tell our stories. And I've always thought of fashion as very operatic. They're the perfect vessel for one another. So we have incredible music planned tonight. We have really everything popular from Bob Dylan, Cyndi Lauper, to operatic favorites, Puccini. There's really something for everyone. And these are the perfect forays into a theatrical experience like this because it really takes the best parts of fashion, opera, theater, performance, and puts them together. There's nothing like it.
I've always said this is one of the best produced fashion shows because you guys really do understand production. You've got the fun, fashion, but also those operatic elements. Dance is incorporated.
Yes, absolutely. We really take everything into consideration to create a fully produced theatrical experience. Lights, sound, we leave no stone unturned. I think that's one reason why it's become one of the hottest tickets in town, because there's nothing like it in town in terms of experience, theatricality. I can't say enough about how much fun it is when we put this all together in one day. It's the best.
And
so
again, because it is sold out, you can still go online, right, to join the wait list.
Yes, get on pittsburghopera.org right now and get on the wait list. First possible, and we love the support that we receive every year for this event.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for allowing me to be part of the show. Can't tell you guys more about it, but really, this is such an amazing event.
Oh.
Yeah, her mic's going
know,
in and out there. We couldn't catch every word, but you know what? The pictures alone.
Wow.
I mean, really, that's such an
Stunning.
impressive thing. Now, the Pittsburgh Opera's It's About Time fashion show is happening tonight at the Pittsburgh Opera in the Strip District.
And if you want more information, in case you missed a little bit of that there, you can visit our website, pittsburghtodaylive.com. We'll have the link for you there. And as we heard, get on the list now.
Right.
If you want to make
maybe
it.
there's a chance.
Yeah.
All right. Plus, what is really going on between the stars of Spider-Man? The sight of a new ring has the internet asking, are they married or not? So we're diving into one of Hollywood's most talked about love stories in today's Pop Talk Live.
And after a mostly beautiful day Sunday, the rain really put a damper on things. So how's the rest of the week shaping up? Ron's giving us all the deets when we come back.
All right, today's not going to be nearly as warm as what we saw yesterday, with high temperatures hitting the mid-80s. We're going to talk about that in just a second, but it's 37 as you're heading out the door right now. You see this temperature at 37, that's about where we're going to be all the way through around 5 or 6 o'clock, and then we're going to see those temperatures dipping to the 20s in the overnight hours as the skies start to open up, and we'll see some sunshine just before sunset. All right, let's talk about yesterday. Temperatures right now, we're a good 25 to 30 degrees colder right now than we were just 24 hours ago. That's when we hit 84 degrees for our high temperature. You remember, guys, last week you guys were teasing me to go into the 70s? Look at where we got to. 84 degrees with that storm chance that was there. It tied for the warmest March day on record. Before that, you'd have to go almost 100 years the last time we saw a March this warm in the city of Pittsburgh. Here's the list of hottest March days in the month of March. We're tied for first. We saw a couple of 83-degree days there as well. We can say goodbye to that, at least right now. We're looking at temperatures just getting back to around 50 degrees tomorrow, 60s on Wednesday, and our next storm chance, very similar setup to what we had on Sunday. Coming on Thursday, I have our high temperature hitting 70 degrees for that high, and cooler weather will be around for the weekend. Hey, David and Heather have moved over to the PTL kitchen. Hey, guys, what's cooking?
Ron, we are not cooking today. We are actually continuing spring cleaning week by tackling the forgotten areas. You clean the counters, but what about the spots you avoid, like the microwave, where we did cook?
Oh, yeah. All right. So today we're tackling the forgotten grime with simple game-changing tips you'll wish you knew sooner. We're going to reveal all the secrets coming up when PTL comes right back.
Okay, let's be honest. There are spots in your home you can clean on repeat, the counters, the floors, but what about the places that get a pass all the time, like the blinds, the microwave, those out of sight, out of mind zones?
Well, today we're giving those forgotten spaces the attention they deserve. Kim Rice and Michelle Ramey from Cleaning Made Beautiful are here with simple, stress-free tips to get all those places truly clean. We cannot wait to learn some of your secrets. But first, Kim, talk to us a little bit about your business. What do you guys do?
So we are Cleaning Made Beautiful. We are an eco-friendly cleaning company, and we were founded in 2015. Myself, my daughter, and my daughter-in-law. And we do everything from deep cleaning to recurring cleaning to one-time cleanings, custom cleanings. And we also do free cleanings for people with cancer, and we do free cleanings for parents with a child in Children's Hospital, along with discounts for first responders, teachers,
That's fantastic.
Police.
Because you're giving back to the community
You
too.
really
At any time we can.
Yeah.
And
Yes,
every
absolutely.
time you do that, I mean, you're always bringing in your products that you all make and use.
Yes.
And these are eco-friendly, as you mentioned.
Yes, they're plant-based. We've been using them for 8 years now, and hopefully one day we can start selling them.
It's wonderful.
All right, Michelle, you're going to get us started with some of the hacks. So window tracks, is that the first thing we want to talk about?
Yes, absolutely. So with window traps, one of the things that you can do is now you know, you do spring cleaning. I know we're going out of the winter into the spring, and Friday was the first day of spring. So, you know, you throw away your toothbrush. Don't throw away those old toothbrushes. Keep them. And what you can do is whenever you're going to do your window tracks, this is a great tool to get into those tracks. Like you
really
can
clean them.
Yes. And one of the things you can do, yes, like you might say, Michelle, well, I don't have your cleaning stuff that you guys have. Totally fine. Use your household products that you have. So we have the dish Dawn soap. So you can put some of that in warm water and get it soaked up in the bristles and get in those tracks really
get in there.
good.
That's the worst when you open up the windows and you're like, oh gosh, it's so gross in there. Let's talk about the vents too. We have one of them here.
Yes.
How are we cleaning these?
Yes, and you can, this is what's so nice about the toothbrush, you can use it for multiple things. So another thing would be you can use it to do the dish Dawn soap. You can do also with that. That's versatile anywhere really in the house. And you can use it to scrub off those rusty areas and make it nice and clean. But also you can use things like, a lot of people use borax for things. That's a nice, good natural cleaner that you can use to clean that with also. So
yeah. Great.
Yeah. And also a paintbrush could get into that.
Yes,
absolutely. Yes.
All right, let's talk about ceiling fans because they collect, you don't realize until you really look at those blades how much dust they collect.
Yes, absolutely. So with ceiling fans, one of the things that you can do, you know, whenever you, people talk about missing whenever you put the into the dryer.
The mystery socks.
Yes. And you're like, what am I going to do with one sock? This is what you'll do. So keep those socks around and you can flip them inside out and you can put it over your hand and then you can use that to clean off those ceiling fans.
Wonderful.
Yes. So it's eco-friendly and, you know, you're recycling things. And
You can also use them on baseboards.
Yes.
too.
Tell me about
Super
that.
easy on a baseboard.
So
Get
do you
your
just-
bucket of warm water, Dawn soap, put that in a baseboard,
And that's what you
in the
do.
bucket, squeeze it out, put your hand, and it's
Exactly the right
super easy.
consistency to get it clean.
I love that idea.
All right, we talked about baseboard. Let's talk about blinds because Heather and I share this in common. We hate to
I
clean
hate to
blinds.
clean the blinds.
And you're saying
Ugh.
clean them, don't take them down. You don't have to take them down, right?
No, you do not have to take them down. And you can actually even use one of these would actually be very good for that too, to do like each one individually. It's not really that hard at all actually. And you just use a little bit of the, like I said, you can use the Dawn soap. If you ever would get any of our stuff, if we would end up selling it, then you can use that spray also. It works amazing. But you can just wipe right across it and it honestly comes off easily.
Last but not least, the microwave. And when we finally opened that thing up with 3 kids using it and the adults, I open it up and I'm like, oh gosh, what did we do? What is your hack for the microwave?
So the microwave, this is the best thing ever. Put some water in a bowl, okay? And then, you know, we're ready for spring, so get some lemon slices. You want it to smell good. So put it in the water and put that right in your microwave and let it be in there for about 30 seconds to a minute.
Not in the plastic bag.
Not in the plastic bag.
We want to make sure everybody at home take the lemon out of the plastic
I'm glad
bag.
you addressed that because I was like, I didn't know.
Yes, out of the bag, yes.
Okay,
And then
into
put
the
the
water.
lemons in there and then put it in there. And then it will moisten everything up inside. And then literally, I've done this, I was a technician out in the field. It literally takes everything off, simple.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Okay, it's like
Really
a
good
lemon
tips.
bomb.
Yes, and it
I
smells
just made
good
that up. It's
spring. You want it
probably-
to smell good?
Yeah.
Really great. You guys are doing fantastic work, giving back to the community too, and some great hacks.
We love it. Thank you for sharing your inside secrets.
You're welcome.
Yes, you're welcome.
For more information on Cleaning Made Beautiful, just head to our website. We'll have a link for you there.
All right, up next, things are gonna get saucy. Our wing-a-ding bracket is down to the final 8. So, who earned their spot and who got tossed? The PTL side reveal is moments away for this next round. Stay with us. You are revved up with
Doesn't
this
it
music.
like it
is.
feels like it's
epic, isn't
game
it?
time?
It is epic. All right, March Madness is now down to 16 teams, and that's where our wing bracket challenge began. Those teams were your go-to wing spots, nominated and voted on all by you.
So we called it the Saucy 16, and let's just say one thing became very clear. Yinzers do not mess around when it comes to their wings.
Oh no, and what made it even tougher when we asked you to cut it down to the final 8, now known as the 8 the whole plate 8. Get
there
it?
we go. And now it's time to turn up the heat. We're revealing the 4 spots that are still standing on the PTL side of the bracket, so drum roll please.
Ooh, yeah. Here we go. We have Bar 48 in Elizabeth versus the Steel Plate in Menneson.
And then we have 12 Whiskey Barbecue in the South Side versus EB Wings.
And that is just 4. We are going to, that's just the PTL side. You're going to have to tune in to Talk Pittsburgh today at 3 to see which spots made it to the other side of the 8 the plate,
whole plate.
8.
No,
8
the whole plate, 8.
On that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot to say.
I know, it's a bit of a tongue twister, but it's worth it.
Much like when you try and eat the whole wing, it's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
It's a mouthful.
Well done.
All right, we want to thank Dishberg for sponsoring our PTL versus Talk Pittsburgh Wing-a-Ding bracket. And don't go anywhere, because up next, if you picked Iowa over Florida, your March Madness bracket may be cashing in, but don't celebrate just yet. You may be outsmarting your coworkers, but can you outsmart the IRS? Why making bank on your bracket could cost you in today's Pop Talk Live. That's next. Secret weddings, new shows, and so much more. There's always something happening in the celebrity world.
So Bubba from 100.7 Stars, The Bubba Show is here to get us caught up. Good morning to you, Bubba. Always great to see you.
Good morning to you. I wore my Here Comes the Sun sweatshirt because wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking, right. We all have it.
Yesterday was so nice. We hopefully continue at some point.
Spoiled.
All right, let's talk about the Spider-Man trailer, because people are noticing something because they're talking about Zendaya.
That's right. Zendaya was flashing a gold band. There were rumors that her and Tom Holland were married, but they haven't confirmed it. And there it is, the Daily Stardust. You can clearly see on her left hand that the Euphoria Stars bling was on full display earlier, but yesterday, this weekend, it was not bling. It was clearly just a wedding band. While they have not confirmed that Zendaya and Tom Holland, aka Spider-Man, have actually been married, but as you can see in those pictures, it is very clear she is not wearing her 5.2 carat engagement ring. Instead, she is clearly wearing a wedding band. So are they saying it without saying it? Heather, you would know because you have the same hairstyle as Zendaya now. That you would absolutely know,
well,
right?
Here's the thing. I think that so many of us want to jump to conclusions, but I do also wonder if, maybe it was too flashy for her. What if that is her engagement ring now and they're not actually married yet? Is he wearing a wedding band? Then I would say
that's a good question.
That's it. But
Great question.
She's a super sleuth.
I don't know. I just think that a lot of women choose not to wear their engagement rings because they find them to be too bulky, or so maybe that's it. I don't know.
But isn't it bad luck to wear a wedding band before you're actually married? So I'm going with they're married.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? Bubba may be right. Only time will tell.
All right, so let's talk about the IRS. They want to know how well you're doing on your bracket.
Okay, listen, if you're excited because your office bracket is doing amazing and you've picked all the upsets and you're looking amazing with the final 16 and you think you're going to win all this money, time out. The IRS says March Madness office pool winners must report their winnings. Gambling winnings for the tax reporting year should be listed on your 1040 form. For any winnings subject to federal income tax withholdings, the payer should provide the IRS with a Form W-2G. And I'm meaning this. If you win your office poll and you collect income, you must report it on your taxes. And by the way, if you wonder how much money is waged on office brackets this year, $2.5 billion are waged.
That's what I wondered, whether you were going to say billion. Yeah.
My God.
That's a lot of money. I mean, that's true.
And if you win, the IRS wants their cut.
Of course they do.
Are we talking what if you win $50? Like, they still need to know about it?
I don't know.
Like, is there
I always thought you didn't have to.
Do you know what I mean?
I think I've always told, and don't believe me, I'm not a tax professional, I'm just a Bubba. I've always told it has to be over $600, but don't trust me.
Okay,
I don't know. I've always heard $600.
I don't do it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But.
I'm not a tax professional. I'm just a guy on the radio named Bubba.
We think you're pretty smart, Bubba. All right, we've seen a lot of shows have a reboot, and now there's like talk about maybe Entourage could come back.
Listen, if you love Entourage, apparently Jeremy Piven and Adrian Grenier now live close together. And apparently they're having talks. Page 6 is saying that Entourage may be coming back. So they were together at a comedy show and they post about it on Instagram. The two actors, they live near each other in Austin, Texas. And Adrian says, we're ready to work. Until AI comes to drag us off the set, we're ready to work. And by the way, I got to let you know something. I have Jeremy Piven's personal cell phone number in my phone. And when we get done with PTL, I'm going to text Jeremy Piven personally and ask him point blank if Entourage is coming back, because I, Bubba, love Entourage. And if it comes back, I will be the first person watching.
You should do it live on TV. You want to
Yes,
call him just now?
No.
Yeah, do you want me to grab my phone?
No.
I'll grab him. You want me to?
What if he swears?
I'll text him right now.
What if he swears? I don't think that's a good idea.
You know, really Bubba, good chance if you know Jeremy Piven.
It's a 50-50 shot, probably.
I mean, I have...
70-30.
I have Bill Cowher's number in my phone. I don't know that I would just be like, hey, how are you feeling about the Steelers? I don't know, Bubba. This is very risky.
We should do a contest one day. Who's got the most famous person in their phone? I think I'd win.
It's David.
No, I'd win. I would win. David.
All right.
Listen, Jeremy Piven right here.
Let's name
I got Billy Porter right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Billy Porter right here.
Oh, darn it. All right. How do I one up that?
Craig Robinson right here.
100.7 star for joining us on Mondays for Pop Tech Live. We're out of time. We had to go. He's going to be so mad at us.
All right. Mikey's standing by with a look at what's coming up today on Talk Pittsburgh. We'll be right back.
It was so great kicking off spring cleaning week today. It was a good refresh, you know?
It certainly is. And Talk Pittsburgh is doing some spring cleaning as well. In fact, Mikey joins us now. And Mikey, you guys are helping us sort of reset our lives.
Yeah, right? you bet we are. Today we are clearing out emotional and mental clutter. So looking forward to that. And what does March Madness have to do with vasectomies? Yep, there is a connection. Plus, Heather is sharing a creamy chicken Alfredo and garlic bread recipe in her Home Sweet Heather series. And we're celebrating 3 years of Talk Pittsburgh with a look back. Heather, really excited about that one.
I know.
Yes.
I can't believe it's been 3 years.
I know.
It's just like you blink.
It's true.
And it's all
Time
over.
flies. Yeah. Is there going to be fettuccine and garlic bread in the kitchen?
I made it at home, so I didn't bring it. Okay. I know. These are pre-taped at my house, David. You have to come over if you want them.
Okay, all right. I'll come over. We'll
Anytime you want.
Sit by your washer and dryer.
You see, he's what about 3 years, David?
Oh, that's fantastic, too. I was zoning in on the food, though, Mikey.
He obviously is hungry for lunch right now.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Mikey,
Thanks,
looking
Mikey.
forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, that's all the time that we have for today. Be sure to watch tomorrow at 9. Spring cleaning week continues with a journey under the sink. And not like what we did today.
Okay.
We're not snaking any drains today.
Although we conquered that. I'm proud of us.
Today we did, tomorrow we're not. The cabinet is not small, it's just misunderstood. A team of professional organizers is showing us how to unlock the space you didn't know you had.
I need more space. And then we're learning some cleaning supply storage hacks that actually work. Plus, Boaz is going below the surface of a home to tackle the hidden issues that can turn into big problems if you don't act fast.
This feels ominous.
I know. He's going below the surface of a home.
What does that mean?
He's quite the explorer.
Okay, all that and more tomorrow at 9 on KDKA and again at 1 on KDKA+. Thanks for spending part of your day with us.
We'll see you again tomorrow. Happy spring cleaning week, everybody, and make it a great day, Pittsburgh.